I brought 10 best survival movies for those who like movies. Today's movies are available if you check the one comment of this video. Click the link to get the movies. Do you like this video? Then hit the subscribe button, like and comment.
Number 1. 127 Hours, 2010, based on the true story of Aaron Ralston, who amputated his arm to free himself after being trapped by a boulder in a canyon. 127 Hours is a 2010 biographical survival drama directed by Danny Boyle and starring James Franco as Aaron Ralston. The film is based on the true story of Aaron Ralston, a mountaineer who became trapped in a remote canyon in Utah in 2003. While canyoneering alone, a boulder dislodges and pins his right arm against the canyon wall, leaving him stranded. Over the next 127 hours, about 5 days, Aaron struggles to survive, battling dehydration, exhaustion, and hallucinations. He reflects on his life, relationships, and mistakes, realizing the importance of human connection. Eventually, he makes the harrowing decision to amputate his arm with a dull multi-tool knife to free himself. After escaping, he rappels down a cliff and hikes until he is rescued. The film explores themes of survival, resilience, isolation, and redemption. James Franco's performance is widely praised, and the movie is known for its intense and emotional storytelling. It received critical acclaim and was nominated for several awards, including Academy Awards for Best Picture and Best Actor. The real Aaron Ralston has a cameo in the film during the rescue scene. 127 Hours is a gripping and inspiring tale of human courage and the will to survive. Number 2. Cast Away, 2000. Tom Hanks stars as a FedEx employee stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash, learning to survive alone for years. Cast Away is a 2000 survival drama film directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Tom Hanks. The story follows Chuck Noland, a FedEx executive whose plane crashes over the Pacific Ocean. He survives and washes ashore on a deserted island, where he must learn to live alone with limited resources. Over the course of 4 years, Chuck faces physical and emotional challenges, including loneliness, hunger, and the struggle to find home. He forms an unusual bond with a volleyball he names Wilson, which becomes his only companion. Eventually, Chuck builds a raft and escapes the island, only to return to a world that has moved on without him. The film explores themes of survival, resilience, and the human need for connection. Tom Hanks delivers a powerful performance, particularly in the wordless middle section of the film. Cast Away is a poignant and thought-provoking story about perseverance and the will to survive. Number 3. The Revenant, 2015. Inspired by true events, Leonardo DiCaprio plays Hugh Glass, a frontiersman left for dead who survives brutal conditions to seek revenge. The Revenant is a 2015 survival drama directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu and starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Inspired by true events, the film follows Hugh Glass, a frontiersman in the 1820s who is left for dead by his companions after being mauled by a bear. Despite severe injuries and harsh winter conditions, Glass survives and embarks on a grueling journey through the wilderness to seek revenge on those who betrayed him. The film is known for its stunning cinematography, intense performances, and realistic portrayal of survival in the brutal American frontier. Leonardo DiCaprio won an Academy Award for his role, and the movie explores themes of resilience, revenge, and the indomitable human spirit. Number 4. Life of Pi, 2012. A young boy survives a shipwreck and spends months adrift in the Pacific Ocean with a Bengal tiger. Life of Pi is a 2012 adventure drama film directed by Ang Lee, based on the novel by Yann Martel. The story follows Pi Patel, a young Indian boy who survives a shipwreck while traveling with his family to Canada. After the ship sinks in a storm, Pi finds himself stranded on a lifeboat in the Pacific Ocean with a Bengal tiger named Richard Parker. Over the course of 227 days, Pi must survive the harsh conditions of the ocean while forming an uneasy bond with the tiger. The film explores themes of faith, survival, and the power of storytelling, with stunning visual effects and a thought-provoking narrative. Life of Pi won several Academy Awards, including Best Director for Ang Lee. Number 5. Into the Wild, 2007. Based on a true story, a young man ventures into the Alaskan wilderness to live off the grid, facing the harsh realities of nature. Into the Wild is a 2007 biographical adventure drama directed by Sean Penn, based on the true story of Christopher McCandless. After graduating from college, McCandless abandons his possessions, donates his savings to charity, and sets out on a journey across North America. he eventually makes his way to the Alaskan wilderness, where he seeks to live off the land and escape the constraints of modern society. The film explores his encounters with various people along the way and his ultimate struggle for survival in the harsh Alaskan environment. Into the Wild delves into themes of freedom, self-discovery, and the search for meaning, featuring a poignant performance by Emil Hirsch as McCandless and a soundtrack by Eddie Vedder. Number 6. The Grey, 2011. Liam Neeson leads a group of oil workers stranded in the Alaskan wilderness, battling freezing temperatures and a pack of wolves. The Grey is a 2011 survival thriller directed by Joe Carnahan and starring Liam Neeson. The film follows a group of oil workers whose plane crashes in the remote Alaskan wilderness. Led by John Otway, a skilled huntsman, the survivors must battle freezing temperatures, harsh terrain, and a pack of aggressive wolves while trying to make their way to safety. As their numbers dwindle, Otway confronts his own mortality and finds the will to keep fighting. The Grey is a tense and emotional story about survival, resilience, and the human instinct to endure against overwhelming odds. Number 7. Alive, 1993. The true story of a Uruguayan rugby team whose plane crashes in the Andes, forcing them to resort to extreme measures to survive. Alive is a 1993 survival drama based on the true story of a Uruguayan rugby team whose plane crashes in the Andes Mountains in 1972. Stranded in freezing conditions with limited supplies, the survivors endure avalanches, starvation, and extreme cold. Facing death, they make the agonizing decision to eat the bodies of the deceased to stay alive. After weeks of struggle, the two survivors embark on a perilous trek across the mountains to find help. The film explores themes of human endurance, morality, and the will to survive against impossible odds. Number 8. Gravity, 2013. Sandra Bullock plays an astronaut stranded in space after her shuttle is destroyed, fighting to return to Earth. Gravity is a 2013 survival thriller directed by Alfonso Cuarón, starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. The film follows Dr. Ryan Stone, a medical engineer on her first space mission, and veteran astronaut Matt Kowalski. When debris from a satellite destroys their space shuttle during a routine spacewalk, the pair are left stranded in orbit with limited oxygen and no communication. Stone must overcome panic and technical challenges to navigate the wreckage and find a way back to Earth. The film is acclaimed for its groundbreaking visual effects, immersive cinematography, and tense portrayal of isolation in space. Gravity won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Director for Cuarón. Number 9. The Martian, 2015. Matt Damon stars as an astronaut left behind on Mars who uses his scientific knowledge to survive until rescue. The Martian is a 2015 sci-fi survival film directed by Ridley Scott, based on the novel by Andy Weir. Astronaut Mark Watney, Matt Damon, is mistakenly left behind on Mars after his crew evacuates during a storm. Stranded alone, he uses his scientific knowledge to grow food, create water, and survive the harsh environment while NASA devises a risky rescue plan. The film balances tension with humor, showcasing human ingenuity, teamwork, and perseverance. Matt Damon's performance and the film's scientific accuracy earned critical praise, and it won Golden Globes for Best Comedy, Musical and Best Actor for Damon. Number 10. Jungle, 2017. Based on a true story, Daniel Radcliffe plays Yossi Ginsberg, who gets lost in the Amazon rainforest and fights to survive. Jungle is a 2017 survival thriller based on the true story of Yossi Ginsberg, played by Daniel Radcliffe. The film follows Yossi, an Israeli adventurer who, along with 2 friends and a guide, ventures into the Bolivian Amazon rainforest in the 1980s. After becoming separated from his group during a rafting trip, Yossi faces starvation, dangerous wildlife, and treacherous terrain while battling to survive alone in the jungle for weeks. The movie depicts his physical and psychological struggle to stay alive, highlighting themes of human endurance and the raw power of nature. It's inspired by Ginsberg's harrowing real-life ordeal. These movies are intense, emotional, and inspiring, showcasing the strength of the human spirit in the face of extreme challenges.